Alright everyone, welcome back to High School Romance. It's festival time. Let's try not to that. I'm gonna put my brain in a chokehold, keep my tongue under control, and hopefully, we can get through this in one piece. The festival really livened things up around here. It's nice to see the results, especially after how hard everyone worked. There are so many stalls about different things. Some of the girls do have interesting hobbies and crafts. But there's really not much here I'd want to buy. Fans and flower crowns aren't really my style, even in my girl persona. Though I'm not going to turn down cotton candy. A guy can have a sweet tooth after all. Maybe I'll grab some after I visit Selena and Hoshido. Wow, her stall looks busier than I expected. Now, what do you think his body language is saying about her? He's definitely into her. How do you know that? Well, I don't know exactly. You might realize why you'd think that if you look through the book. It lists some subconscious clues that we pick up on. Oh, hold on, let me check it out. She's really teaching them how to read body language? Oh, while it's in my mind, I better just go ahead and make this note. I did actually record this session already, but the game froze on me and it messed up the video. And it has had some situations where when I closed it out, it would bug out, so it isn't the most stable build of the game, but we're going to push on anyway, and hopefully this one will be a decent video. I better stand like some of the girls around here. No problem with that, according to your avatar. Okay, so he's leaning slightly towards her rather than away, and his feet are actually pointed in her direction. That means he isn't subconsciously thinking about leaving the conversation. Plus his hands are tucked into his pockets, leaving his chest open. If he was closed off to the conversation, he'd cross his arms instead. Excellent, that's completely right. That's something a lot of Otome games get wrong. Here's a picture with his face not blurred out. See? Now it's much easier to tell that he's interested in her. But you can tell, and maybe even more, without seeing his face as well. Isn't that a little too analytical? And Shoji here is very perplexed about something. But we don't need to see her body language to know that. Sorry, I was just thinking. How's it going? Your booth looks pretty popular. It is. Once word got around that there was a stall for figuring out what guys are thinking, well, I'm sure you can imagine. I didn't know. Yeah, well, whatever. Why couldn't she have made a stall about what girls are thinking? I'm glad it turned out so well. Has our teacher been by yet? Yes, all the teachers came around to look at the stalls before the festival was open to anyone else. They seemed pleased with my materials and presentation. That's good to hear. It looks like you're going to be busy for a while, so I'm going to go look at some of the other stalls. Just as I predicted. After all, your feet were turned the other way. That's a little scary, you know. Sorry. I'll try not to overanalyze you if you're not comfortable with it. I mean, it's not like I have any reason for you not to analyze me. It's just, oh, it looks like Selena is at her stall. I should probably go say hi. Sure, Shoji, that's fine. Enjoy the festival. These transitions are going to be the death of me, or rather lack of transitions. There aren't as many people at Selena's booth, but these must all be sports enthusiasts. And here's one of our very own track stars now. Why didn't we put your face up there in a collage, Shoji? I'm not that good. I'm not even better than you. Isn't she modest? It's not modesty. I've literally never beaten her. Anyway, why don't you volunteer to demonstrate the ideal running pose for them? That's not how volunteering works. What does she mean by ideal running pose anyway? She didn't prepare me for this. I just wonder whatever way feels natural. I always just run like this. See, incorrect form can lead to injury or slow you down, which is one of many reasons why track is such a difficult, competitive sport. Is she trying to convince them that track is harder than their sports? I can't say I'm surprised. Selena's usually competitive whenever she can be. But she doesn't seem to take winning or losing too seriously, so I guess she just likes the thrill. So, how are you enjoying the festival, Shoji? Is this your first one with our school? I mean, this is your first one with our school, so I guess you're kind of a freshman in that way. You can still be impressed by this kind of thing. If it's your fourth time around, it kind of loses its charm. I think it's really interesting. You can tell that everyone worked hard on it. Yeah, I heard the teachers went around this morning and took down booths that weren't any good. They can do that? Anyway, this one's got good remarks since there's so much informational research. It'll also help get some more of the underclassmen interested in trying out for track next year. Sounds like you rehearsed that pretty well. I like to cover all the bases. But it is actually true, you know. Miss Rowan's pretty desperate to find someone to replace us once we graduate. Unless you manage to beat me, though, I think my track record is pretty safe where it stands. Well, I haven't caught up yet. No, but maybe you will. It's still pretty early in the year. I'm glad you stopped by. I'll see you this afternoon once it starts getting dark. What? Why? The fireworks display, obviously. Didn't you hear about it? No, I must have missed it. How? It's the coolest part of the whole stupid festival. Every year the teachers get together and set off fireworks in the sports field. Then the whole school goes out to watch. Last year one of our teachers lost her eyebrows. That sounds safe. It's a great time. In fact, it's the only part of the festival that's never boring. It's what everyone looks forward to after all the work they do on their booth. You're going to go, right? Yeah, I definitely will. Great, then I'll have someone to sit with. I mean, if you're okay with that. Sure, that's fine. Okay, see you there, Shoji. Shoji, I got so caught up in the exhibit, I forgot to ask you if you were coming to watch the fireworks. Which I suppose you are, seeing as you're here. Wait, it's supposed to be dark? A bit silly of me to ask now, I suppose. Yeah, I didn't want to miss them. Looks like most of the school's here, too. Hey, Shoji. Hi, Hoshi. You gonna watch the fireworks, too? Yeah, I didn't get to see much of the festival today since I mostly stayed at my booth. But I definitely didn't want to miss the fireworks. I feel you. By the time I started wandering around, some people were already packing up their things. We should find a place to sit. This way, I got here early and scoped out a good spot. This is actually a nice place to watch fireworks from. Yeah, surrounded by all these booths and trees that block our line of vision. And we're not too crowded by other people. Let me sit in your lap, Shoji. What? Why? Don't be a spoiled sport. I just want to sit with you. Why don't you sit next to me? I don't think I'd be able to see very well. Well, let's test it. Please don't sit on my lap. Hoshi, help me! I think you can probably see fine, can't you? Given the trajectory of the fireworks. There's really no way her head would be in your way. Whose side are you on? Oh, fine. I just wanted to get some fun rumors going. Well, sorry to spoil your fun. The sun's almost set anyway. They should be starting soon. Yes, the sun is really starting. They really are pretty. A little loud though. See, okay, we are gonna have to stop here for a second because I can't hold my brain on this one. I'm sorry, but if you really were planning to do a slice of life tale, we would be seeing them sitting on a hill watching the fireworks to much different music. It would be a little bit softer. If we were only going with one person, it would probably be a little bit more romantic. But it would be softer anyway for the fireworks. And I think that kind of goes to the fact that this, I'm relatively sure, if I remember the original Kickstarter, wasn't planned to be a kind of dry, dramatic slice of life tale. It was going to be a goofy, comedic fan service one. And you can kind of see it. I mean, the emphasis so far has been really on that one track event graphic, and the rest of it has all been underwear, so we'll see where it goes. My favorite part about fireworks is the sound they make, but I think it scares Hoshi. She jumps every time one goes off, and she was holding onto my sleeve a minute ago. Sina just cheers every chance she gets. We should have brought sparklers. Then that would give us something to do between fireworks. I don't know if I trust you with a sparkler. Probably wise. Here's the next one anyway. That teacher kind of runs like a duck. I really didn't expect you to say something like that. It's just an observation. What happened? Nothing happened that time. It must have been a dud. Woohoo! That was awesome! Best firework yet. What are you saying? Nothing even happened. Encore! How did she manage to start a whole round of applause for a dud? She really is enthusiastic, isn't she? I think it's a mix between that and completely sarcastic, but I'm never sure which is which. It must be starting to wind down now. I lost track of time. I don't even know when we started laying down to watch them. See, again, case in point. That is when you show them laying down watching fireworks together if you want to do slice of life. I'm being nitpicky, aren't I? Bad JP. Well, I better go clean up my stall. Oh, that's right. I need to do that too. I'll come with you. Have a good night, Shoji. Bye. Bye. I think my eye is twitching. Things like this just keep happening. I don't know if things are getting more normal or if I'm getting more crazy. But pretending to be a girl isn't half bad, really. Not when it gives me friends like these. Still, I can't help but wonder what they would do if they found out. They probably think I was some kind of pervert. Would we still be friends then? Could we ever be more? Or our... God, this exposition. Or our relationship like these fireworks, bright and blazing one moment, and then dark and silent the next. The fireworks really were nice. It's hard to think that we won't be going back to school on Monday. I've been so focused on school and maintaining my cover as a girl that I didn't even think about break. From what I've heard, the majority of girls leave to see their families. It makes sense. But I can't really go out to see mine, so I'm stuck here. It's not so bad though. I bet I'll be able to travel around town a little. I might even get to wear some of my own clothes. Actual boy clothes, that is. Still, a week seems like a pretty long time. Isn't a little late for that would have been an excellent spot for a sound effect. Isn't a little late for visitors? Really? Really? You really walk around in that in public? Really? This game. So I'm sorry. Your light was still on. I hope you were awake. I was, don't worry. Did you want to come in? Am I interrupting anything? No, not at all, really. Come on. Come on. Thank you. So, did you enjoy the festival? The festival? Is that what you came to talk about? It was pretty good, yeah. There was so much to see. I think everyone worked really hard. I'm glad you like it here. I might be wrong, but I think you're liking it at the school. Of course I am. Did you want to talk about it if I like it here or not? Oh no, actually I was going to ask you what you were doing this week. Over the break, I mean. Oh, I'm not actually doing anything. My parents are traveling, so I'm sort of stuck here over the break. Why do you ask? Well, I was wondering. Well, would you like to stay with me over the break? My family is going to be going, you see, so I will be at the house by myself. It's close by, and we can keep studying together, too. Do you think it's a good idea? Oh no, it's a terrible idea. I mean, you'd see me shower and stuff, so you'd know. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. There is no way you can live in close quarters with Shoji and not know the truth, so we're doing it. Sure, it sounds like a great idea. Really? I'm glad you think so. I'm looking forward to this break a lot more now. With my family out of town, I was worried I'd end up spending it alone. Why is your family out of town? I'm guessing that was supposed to be for Shoji? Yeah, that was supposed to be for Shoji. That's the AJ Tilly we all know and love. Oh, my older brother has a break from school the same week. He's studying abroad and they're flying out to see him. Since we live so close, I see them fairly often. So it's not really an issue, it's just it's just a bit of inconvenient timing. Alright, that makes sense. Don't worry, I would have been spending the break alone too. I'm glad you asked. I'll come by in the morning to get you and make sure you packed enough clothes. Have a good night, Shoji. See you tomorrow. Well, so much for normal clothes. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put a pin in it here before I start ranting on the transitions. When we pick up, we'll go to Hoshi's house and we'll see just what comes of it. Leave a like if you're enjoying the series so far. I don't think we have that much left to actually do. Maybe another 3 or 4 videos. We'll see. But yeah, leave a like if you're enjoying the series. Comment, let me know what you're thinking so far. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And of course, VNSnow.com. That is VNSnow.com, where we rant about this kind of stuff on the regular. I'll see you guys next time.